Hey there. This week we're talking with still Nikolakakis again, but this time we're talking about energy. And I think it was a really great conversation because lately, like he said in a workshop, I discovered that I'm the engineer as well. And that 2024 was all about my energy, how I'm going to harness that better and how I'm going to base and make sure that everything that I am doing has a lot to do with my energy. Because if I've got a lot of positive energy around me and with me, it just it's good for everyone. And I never really looked at things that way as energy because well, it's not something that's taught about or thought about a lot. Usually people think it's all for the woohoo people. That's all about, looking at the stars and all that. But I've really changed my tune on this, and it has, people keep saying, find things that you love to do, find your passion, da 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 da, all the age old stuff that's around. But in the end, I think for me is I've always should have been looking for energy since all the systems and rules and habits, environment control that I initiated over the years, that had everything to do with mental energy management. And if I'm looking at mental energy management, why can't I look at other things as energy management? And that's interacting with people, projects, tasks, um, and even self-care related activities. It's, things that got to give you energy, positive energy. Okay. So a lot of the conversation we had with Stella had a lot to do with safe space. Create a safe space around you. The prism glasses, the neurovision therapy is part of it, but at the same time, if you allow yourself to be in a bigger room and allow more people in, and like he was saying, to let in only 5 people that will give you positive energy and be very selective, who would that be? And I think that's what we have to do at all time is to assess that team members, clients, friends, acquaintances, anyone, like even blood family, you've got to consider that. And and then what that does, sorry, I just lost track. I was looking at my notes here and I got sidetracked on a note because I got horrible writing I got to work on next. Um, the more and more I've been thinking about this for a while, it has a lot to do with the law of energy conservation, right? The law is energy cannot be created nor destroyed. So therefore, we have to always be transforming energy. Either we find positive energy to transform it into more positive energy. And I truly believe that that cannot be created nor destroyed. So we can't get rid of negative energy. We can convert it or move away from it. And the more things I find is if I'm around more people with positive energy, it's almost becomes like a nuclear reactor. It just builds and builds and builds. And that's what you want. Well, the negative energy just sucks all the energy out of you. And I think that's when our ADHD symptoms really start to take over and becomes, symptoms and no longer strengths. And the one thing I really discovered over the last 10 years is if I am in my unique ability, the tasks and the projects and the stuff that I really want to do and I can do all day, that is using my energy efficiently, and I can do it forever because it's positive energy. It's very natural for me to be doing this and working it. And therefore, I'm not wasting energy. I'm using it efficiently, like a fine-tuned Formula One car. I'm using it efficiently, not like an old bumbling diesel that's burning black smoke all the time because it's not, you're not doing stuff well. That's, I like that analogy because that's what I feel like. I'm just puking out black smoke and it's not fun. Um, and then when I decided to become this energy engineer in January, I start to look at tasks, projects, team members, friends, acquaintances. I assess it by if they provide me positive energy, negative energy, or neutral. And originally I decided I'll do the positive energy stuff and the neutral first. But then someone pointed out that actually neutral energy is negative energy. It doesn't give you any or take any away. So I think I agree with that. It just kind of, it negates the positiveness, and we got to stick around that. Um, and again, what I'm really finding lately, since I've got more space, I'm allowing more people in near me. Now, because of this, prism glasses, neurovisual therapy is part of it, but a lot of the therapy I'm doing for mental health is also allowing me to create a bigger space. So remember, I'm not saying neurovision, these prism glasses is the only way, is the only thing that's working right now. It's a mix of everything. This is part of it. The talk therapy with my therapist with mental health is part of it. And now me surrounding with more positive energy is definitely key, because I'm a lot more selective. Some people call me selfish for this, but I'm not being selfish. Well, selfish in a positive context, because if I'm not surrounded by positive energy and I become negative energy, I think I can't become a nuclear bomb, and that's not good. What I want to be is a nuclear reactor where it's under control and we're utilizing that energy properly and for a purpose. Well, a nuclear bomb just goes off and destroys everything around. So the next step for you, the listener, is, now that you just heard me ramble about this energy thing, might sound corny, might sound hokey, but I challenge you to start looking at your calendar. Look at your calendar. In the past, just the last week, what things are on your calendar that you can say gave you positive energy? And then what things on there that actually sucked your energy? Identify those. Now, the stuff that sucked your energy, is that something because of the situation, or is it truly that it sucks your energy? Can that be delegated? Do you need that to be around? For me, I started just delegating a lot of tasks that sucks my energy, and I've started to refuse work that sucked my energy. I'm starting to look at clients a lot more about positive energy. I even got some projects that gives me a lot of positive energy, but I got what with clients that sucks my energy. And for me, that's not good. I was able to delegate one of the clients over to a staff member. They don't seem to, it doesn't suck their energy. They're okay with it. But the other ones, I'm not going to work with them anymore. The projects are great. They're fruitful. They make money, but the client sucks energy, and it's just why would you go through that, succeed on a project, and then the customer just sucks all that energy away? So I challenge you to start looking at your day, your tasks, your interaction with people, and compare it to if it's giving you positive energy, neutral, or negative. The negative energy stuff has to be distance, delegated, or stop. And I guarantee you, a lot of the negative energy stuff has a lot to do with your not working in your unique ability, which you not passionate for. And remember, the ADHD brain, it needs to be interesting, challenging, or competitive, novel, urgent, and passionate. Our brain has a hard time kicking into things, especially if it's a secondary importance. Actually, that's a good idea. Also take a look. Hey, I got to look at that. I'm going to start looking, and you too. The negative energy stuff, is it other people's importance? Is it a secondary importance? I wonder if that has some part to do with it. So take a look at your task, your project list. What gives you positive energy? What's negative? And what's important? Is it important to you, or is it important to other people? And if it doesn't follow Dr. Dodson's NECUP acronym, challenge, novel, interesting, competitive, urgent, and passionate, is it positive or negative? Start chasing the positive energy. I've been doing it since January, and I'll tell you one thing, it builds and builds and builds, and it draws the right people around you. And that's hard to believe, but I'll tell you, that is the only way we got to look at energy, is sucking up and absorbing all the positive energy that can bring you. Now, I'm not saying you can never ignore negative energy. It's always going to come towards you, but at least you're going to be a better space and mindset and under emotional control to be able to deal with the negative energy efficiently and then get back to your positive. So thanks for listening. We'll talk to you later.